Hello Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice as we talk about everything that has happened in the past week for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. And we actually have some news to talk about this week that is not just Dino Thunder Yellow leaking out this past week. Not really going to be talking about that since I already did its own dedicated episode of Lightning Storm a couple of days ago when that happened, but we actually have some more stuff to talk about, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. So first up we have some approaching dates and some delay dates. So first of all we're going to start with the Dragon Dagger. The item that was first released back in 2020, like nearly 2 years ago during the summer, has been kind of in a weird pre-order limbo because it was scheduled to get a new shipment like months ago, and then it just kept getting delayed, and it wasn't just on Pulse, it was like being delayed on like Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store and stuff like that, but of course the dreaded Hasbro Pulse delay emails have struck once again, and this time for the Dragon Dagger, which has now been bumped from I believe like a July something release date, or it might have been bumped later than July and I just don't remember, but now it's been bumped from whatever it was before to December 1st of 2022. So I have no idea what's happening with this restock of the Dragon Dagger. All I know is that the restock is a little bit more expensive, and actually kind of quite a bit more expensive than the original release of it back in 2020, and I have been trying to kind of keep eyes on this, but like it's kind of hard because I don't really need to look at the Dragon Dagger because I already have one from 2 years ago, but I get why, you know, people want it still if you never picked it up. It's a pretty great piece of the Lightning Collection. I like that one a lot. So hopefully it actually does eventually come out with this restock. It's almost like the Tyrannosaurus Sentry of just never releasing. But speaking of, the Tyrannosaurus Sentry might have a release date, possibly. So there's this picture that's popping up around Facebook. I do not know the original source of it, unfortunately. I first saw it on Twitter from ThatKidMcGill22, but it does seemingly show a internal system listing for the Tyrannosaurus Sentry, claiming that it will be arriving at Target stores on July 13th. Will this actually hold true? Who knows? We've seen numerous different release dates for this figure, including 2099, so honestly, I would believe anything that I see with this Tyrannosaurus Sentry at this point, because honestly, I just assume that it's never releasing in the US at this point, so hopefully it actually does release on July 13th. Now, I am also going to include in the description below a link to pre-order the Tyrannosaurus Sentry on Target, because it actually has somewhat been popping back up in and out of stock for pre-order. You might be able to catch one, you might not. It's kind of a 50-50 chance, so click it and see what happens. You might actually be one of the lucky times where you can pre-order one, and hopefully they'll start shipping out from there soon, and hopefully they'll actually start being released around the middle of July, because by that point it will have been over 15 months since the figure was originally announced with no US release date in sight. And speaking of release dates, the final one we have to talk about is for the Red Ranger Power Sword. So the Red Ranger Power Sword, I had forgotten about this, was listed for July 1st at GameStop, which is next Friday, and seemingly they might be holding to that date. They haven't changed it as far as I'm aware, and they've actually sent out those, hey, your order's getting ready to ship soon emails, which honestly, with GameStop, I was asked this past week how believable I thought that was in terms of actually shipping, and I gave it a 6 out of 10, because with GameStop, it's kind of 50-50 on if they get items early. Sometimes they do. Like Wave 10 was a great example. They got Wave 10 months earlier than anybody else. But it's kind of hard to say if they're going to get things early or if they're going to get things kind of just when everybody else does. But I could see them get the Power Sword early, but hopefully they don't, because I'm not ready to pay the $220 price point for this sword yet. Actually, I don't even have the sword on pre-order. I need to get on that. I was kind of waiting on a sale. But a lot of other stores have this listed for like September or October, but GameStop's just like, no, maybe next Friday. So unknown right now if that will actually happen, but I'd say it's at least a pretty solid 50-50 chance, but I gave it a 6 out of 10 because GameStop has, you know, released things early before, so it's a little bit more believable that GameStop actually will get this in like 7 days. So just stay tuned on that, especially if you pre-ordered it. You might have a pretty big charge coming to your card here pretty soon. And speaking of releases and delays and stuff like that, Entertainment Earth is currently listing the Lord Drakkon figure from 2019's Wave 3 as restocking soon. So this was one of the ones that was in kind of the restock phase of Zeo Gold, MMPR Red, and Lord Drakkon, and the other two got delayed, and so did Lord Drakkon on a bunch of different sites. But Entertainment Earth did change Lord Drakkon to restocking soon, so you might want to go ahead and place an order on Entertainment Earth, or kind of just, you know, keep an eye on that page. I'll leave a link to it in the description below, because you actually might get Lord Drakkon here pretty soon from Entertainment Earth, and maybe not months away from now if you had ordered the original restock date. And our big story for this week comes out of the UK, which is the rest of the Ninjas finally being released. So we had already gotten a heads up about this like a week ago, that some stores were expecting this towards around this point of the week. And it most certainly happened. So Dan, who reviews on YouTube and Twitter, and also the Lightning Collector 2021, posted really beautiful pictures of Ninja Red, Ninja Yellow, and the full Ninja Ranger team, minus Cat. I actually haven't seen any photos in hand of the Cat figure, although the UK store Comics and Cocktails has all three listed, with brand new box pictures, mind you. We had never gotten in-box photos of the Ninjas after they were revealed at the infamous April 12th Fan First Tuesday event. For some reason, Hasbro just did not release any pictures of them in boxes, but finally Comics and Cocktails gave those pictures, so we get to see them all in box and a lot of them in hand as well. So I'm also going to be leaving a link in the description below to Comics and Cocktails, because they do actually ship to the US. If you want to bypass Target's randomness, you can just go ahead and order them off of Comics and Cocktails. It is pretty pricey, especially with shipping to the US and everything, but if you're willing to pay the extra money to just get the Ninjas over with, that is an option you have, so that will be in the description below. And they look fantastic. I'm very happy to have a full Ninja Ranger team, because we never had any pictures of the full Ranger team. We only had like that one picture of 4 that was infamous for leaking Ninja White and Pink's existence a couple months ago, but we never had one of all 6, and now we can do that, and I'm really happy to get all of these, and hopefully we'll get them soon in the US, but it's coming from Target, and we know how that can go, so who knows, but hopefully soon. And also in the UK, some retailers are listing that the Blue Ranger helmet is going to be released today. Now, Lightning Storm is filmed a day early, so this is being filmed on Friday night. I just used present tense words to talk about today as in Saturday. So as far as I'm aware, Blue Ranger helmets are arriving today, and if there is, I'm going to put a picture of someone actually having it in hand here, or I'm just going to be holding my hands up, pretending like there's a helmet, if nobody has got it yet. So this segment is either going very well, or it's not. But regardless, the Blue Ranger helmet has also been listed as releasing, like right now in the UK, alongside the next wave of Ninjas. So if there wasn't a picture up there the last like 30 seconds, it will definitely be available here soon in people's hands in the UK. And if I didn't include a photo this week, I'll include a photo next week. But regardless, the Ninjas and the Blue Ranger helmet being released in the UK. And with that, that is going to do it for this week's episode of Lightning Storm. Of course, until next time, you guys can follow me on Twitter at LiveNinjaKey or LightningFigPR, like I just said. And I'll see you all on Lightning Storm, the series where lightning always strikes twice. And also, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below about anything I talked about. Almost forgot to say that. And I'll see you all next time.